for scenario one, there isn't a specific CPT guideline for this, but I just wanted to highlight to show you where CPT code 52320 with a modifier of LT, since this is the left side, is coming from. So I highlighted the specific area. So what happens in the CPT code of 52320 is they insert a scope down to the bladder, and then what they're looking for is they're looking for the stone. So in this instance, the provider is saying, I grabbed the stone in one piece and pulled it out in one piece. So the area that's highlighted is representing the CPT code of 52320. Then the next CPT code that was identified is 52332 LT, and I've highlighted the section that's pertinent to that. So the 52332, the physician examines the urinary system, and in this instance, the physician is putting in an indwelling catheter stent into the ureter. So this is what this is representing right here. The next procedure was 58550, which is a surgical laparoscopy with a vaginal hysterectomy for a uterus of 250 grams or less. So this first part up here, this is actually talking about when the physician is just getting started. They're using the trocars to get out the excess gas and to place them. They place the trocars on the quadrants. They are doing a visual of the intra-abdominal and pelvic area to see if there's any adhesions from previous surgeries that they need lysed. And then at this point, they actually take the round ligaments and they then destroy them. So where it's talking about the round ligament was fired across with the endo-GIA, that's actually staples that are doing the destruction. And then the next paragraph, this is actually where it's talking about removing the goods. So they're removing the bladder off the uterus and the cervix, and then they're talking about here removing the bowel dissected off the uterine segment. So this next part is where it's actually, the procedure is actually taking place. And then from there, there's no repair, an additional repair when they talk about the vaginal cuff being closed. That is all included in with the CPT code of 58550. The next procedure is a circumcision. So in this instance, there's no CPT guideline or anything complicated with this one. The only thing that I do want to point out is the bleeding that was controlled using electropottery. That CPT code is not coded separately, so you wouldn't want to look up this as an additional CPT code. That's actually already included in the 54161 CPT code. So this one's just a circumcision on a male older that is 28 days old.